All right, so on our English, week 2, you're going to see your weekly assignment sheet, and we've got our workbook pages and our homework pages. Carter, you good? Good deal. All right, so here's your assignment sheet. Oh, I see some things highlighted. Now, English, pretty much you're going to have a little bit of homework each night, and it's usually not much. Every now and then there'll be a two-sided, but not often. No two-sided this week. So we're going to have a little short homework as we go for this week. Today we're going to talk about compound subjects and predicates. You notice, look, we got a mid-chapter test. What day? Thursday. I know you've got something in Miss Files' room today. I believe you've got something in Miss Longwood's room tomorrow. So I need to print us a calendar. I think that would help you so you can start writing on that calendar. You get papers back tomorrow. You get what? Oh, I can give those back to you this afternoon if you want. They're ready. You can also look on your facts. Go to your facts page. Oh, we don't know how to do facts. Okay, we'll learn that. I'll show us that later. So we got a little homework Monday, a little homework Tuesday, a little homework Wednesday. Oh, look, mid-chapter test on Thursday. No homework. Extra time to study because you got to test some science on Friday. Look, Friday, no homework. What you got, Bryce?
I got a question. We're all figuring out the same science, and like we have like more science from computer science.
Yes, sir. Okay, that'll work. All right, so let's take a look at our English. Now, last week we talked about a sentence. So give me 2 hands up in the air. 2 hands in the air. Have a naming action. So we got a naming part and an action. So when we're talking about a complete naming or subject, that's the whole thing. We're talking about a complete predicate, that's the whole thing. And then it's simple. So we still have the naming and the action. Simple. Instead of saying the old gray mare, we just said mare ran over Bryce. Instead of saying ran over Bryce, we just say ran. Mare ran. These are they count. So we have complete and we have simple. So now we're going to take it a step further. We're still talking about simple. Let's say the old gray mare and cow ran over Bryce. So what ran? The simple mare, cow. We got a compound. Still ran. What if we say the gray mare and the cow ran Bryce? Ran over and hit Bryce. Mare, cow, ran. So we got more than one. So let's take a look at what we got here. A compound subject has 2 or more simple subjects. So I don't have to say the old gray mare and the cow. That's the complete, but the simple mare, cow. It has 2 or more simple subjects that share the same verb. Conjunctions and, or, and sometimes but connect the simple subjects. The boys and girls played kickball at recess. Boys, girls played. Ainsley, stop, please. Girls, boys played. So there's your simple, and it's a compound. A compound predicate has more. The boys and girls played and ate snacks. Girls, boys played, ate. All right, the students read or studied in the afternoon. All right, so let's take a look at number 1. Hold on. Number 1, underline simple subject, not the complete, simple 1 time, and the simple predicate 2 times. And then we're going to draw a line. Beatrice Potter wrote and illustrated many children's books. So who are we talking about? Beatrice Potter. That's one. That's one lady's name. That's like saying Terry Roberts. And then here's my line. Now, Beatrice Potter did two things. What did she do? Wrote, illustrated. Now, don't underline and. She wrote, and then we can quietly say illustrated. So I have my simple subject, Beatrice Potter, and I have my simple predicate, wrote, illustrated. Number two, Miss Potter studied and drew plants and animals. So who are we talking about still? It's Miss Potter. Draw your line. And the two simple things that she did. Oh man, y'all are awesome. That's exactly right. So far I've had one simple subject and two simple predicates. Her stories and pictures became famous. Uh-oh. What became famous? Stories
and pictures.
Okay, so my simple subject, stories, pictures, became. So what are we talking about? We're not talking about Miss Potter anymore. Miss Potter just told us who's it belonged to. So we were talking about the stories and the pictures. So she wrote, illustrated, she studied and drew, stories and pictures became famous. Now we have a compound. We have two. Number 4, rabbits or mice are the main characters in many of the stories. Rabbits, mice, yes. Draw your vertical. Rabbits, mice, or smokehouse. Thank you. Great.
She read the book Peter Rabbit.
Beatrice Potter wrote all those books about Peter Rabbit and all his adventures that he went on. Many children read and enjoy the tale of Peter Rabbit.
Many children.
Not many children. Children. Because many would be adding to the complete. We just want simple. Children, what do?
Read.
And good. Two of them there. Children read and enjoy. Now, this next part, we're going to combine a sentence using a compound subject or maybe a compound predicate. So let's take a look and see what we got. We got two sentences, and it sounds kind of redundant. You know what redundant means? The same. You do it over and over and over again. Redundant. It's just kind of like little that. It gets a little bit boring. Listen to these two sentences. Rabbits live in tunnels called warrens. Rabbits sleep in tunnels called warrens. I'm imparting two facts, but I'm using a lot of words. Rabbits live in tunnels called warrens. Rabbits sleep in tunnels called warrens. Okay, could I combine the subjects the same as rabbits? But what about the predicate? I like what you're thinking. So we're going to say rabbits. No need to say rabbits over and over. That's redundant. Live. Now, time out. Hold here. Hold here. Hold your pencil. Stop. Okay. Hold your pencil. Nobody write anymore. Look at my sentence. I put rabbits live and sleep, blah, blah, blah. Of writing it, I'm going to give you, this is a shortcut. Now, look at my eyes. You may not take a shortcut on a test. You may not take a shortcut on a test. If this was the test, you would have to write the whole thing. But since it's practice, this is a shortcut. Rabbits live and sleep, and then your brain will tell me in tunnels called warrens.
Can we just still write it?
You can write it if you want to. But if you like to take the shortcut and say blah, 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 do it just like mine. Yes,
It is good practice to write a whole sentence.
correct. It is good practice. It is good practice. It just takes us a little while. And we've been writing a lot in science. So I try to sometimes give you a shortcut. Can you take a shortcut on a test? No. So if this was a test, you would say rabbits live and sleep in tunnels called warrens. But it's a practice. We can assume that we can fill in the rest of that. All right. So next one. Hungry hawks eat rabbits. Clever owls eat rabbits. Oh, now my verb is the same. They're getting eaten. But I've got some things with my subject. Allie Grace, what you think? Okay, and we don't even have to say both. We can leave out both. If you said it, that's okay, but you don't have to.
Um,
Can you do a shortcut on the test? You got it. You got it. So here we would say hungry hawks and clever owls eat. So I have to put the E and then blah, 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 and you only really had one more word, really. But I do need to put eat because I need to know that that's a simple, single predicate. Hungry hawks and clever owls, that's two. That's a compound subject. And then they have a simple one predicate. Poor rabbits. All right, so at number 8, rabbits run from these predators. Rabbits hide from these predators. Okay, I see that I'm going to need a simple, single subject, and I'm probably going to need a compound predicate. Fish, what you think?
rabbit running hot from the
Ding, ding, ding. He's right. Always start a sentence with a capital letter. Rabbits, simple, one singular, run, compound, and hide. And then you have my permission to say blah, blah, blah. Oh, my R doesn't look really pretty there. Rabbits run and hide. So we have a single subject, compound predicate. Compound subject, single predicate, single subject, compound predicate. See where we're going? Y'all good on that? I love it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. All right, so second side. This is the side you're going to get to practice. I'm going to give you a minute and a half. I'm going to give you a minute and a half to do on your own. Finish, don't fret. Do what you can, and then we'll meet back together and we'll check it together. Okay? So let me set our timer a minute and a half. And if you've already started, you're awesome because you're ahead of me. Because I am just now pressing go. So you already got it. You have a minute and a half. See what you can get done. Remember, don't fret if you don't get finished. Oh, that's just my 5-minute warning to let us know we have 5 minutes before we change class. I like giving myself a 5-minute warning. Management is a skill that I'm still learning. You have about 30 seconds. Is this pretty easy? Are we feeling okay on it? Am I struggling with anything? Please tell me if you are. The dot dot. You can do the dot dot dot. Yes, indeed. That just saves us a little bit of time and your finger. I don't want your finger to die. And I ask you to write a lot of signs. Don't panic. Let's look up here and see what you got and see how you did. Underline simple subjects once, simple predicate twice, and then draw between the lines. So Michael and Noah, it's two of us, made. Did we do okay there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The boys chose and brought. Uh-oh, I picked up on that. Boys chose, brought. Carrots and cabbage grow.
Carrots and cabbage.
Good job.
Wine, grape.
Excellent. Broccoli and squash. Hey, are we talking about plants and science?
Yes, ma'am. And vegetables.
Broccoli and squash are two more winter favorites. Broccoli, squash are. Michael or his brother weeded. Now we threw an R, and that's okay. Michael or his brother. Now, should I say his? Nope. Michael, brother, weeded. Soon the family harvested and ate. Family.
Harvested.
Man, you are awesome, Bryce. Super smart. So you made it a dot dot. So we had Amelia visited an aquarium. Yes, sir?
Why did they say Michael or his brother?
Why did they say that one? Good question. Because we're talking about two different people. Do you have a sister or brother? What's her name?
Jessica?
All right, so it would be Peyton or Jessica. We did. So we did Peyton, Jessica, we did. So instead of they didn't just name his name, but you still would put the word brother. Good question. Thank you for asking. I love it. Amelia visited an aquarium.
Amelia and Lily.
You got it. Amelia, be sure you capitalize the beginning and Lily for her name. You may do the dot dot dot. Amelia and Lily visited. Number 16, seals performed in the water show.
Seal and dolphins.
Good job. Seals and dolphins. Now, would I capitalize dolphins?
Yes,
Nope. It's common. We don't know specific. Seals and dolphins performed. Oh, I spelled performed wrong. That is a word that tricks me. I got my E wrong.
Can we put?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You may. Seals and dolphins. Now, if we said seals and Arabian dolphins, we would the dolphins would chat. Well, we would do it chat. We would capitalize chat. The sharks ate inside the tank. The sharks swam. You got it.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Sometimes you have to say it out loud.
Yeah, I thought it was
Blah, blah, blah. The sharks ate and swam. So we had one subject, but two things they did. They were busy. The girls saw a stingray. The girls touched a stingray.
The girls saw and touched
That's okay. The girls, that's okay, sweetheart, saw and touched. Have you ever touched a stingray?
Yes.
Ooh, they're smooth on top, but they're very rough under the bottom. It feels like a cat's tongue. Their tummy feels like a cat's tongue. Okay, this is going to conclude our English part of class now. You may make sure, actually we're 24 seconds over, so we really don't have much time. But while we're waiting on the other classes, make sure that your homework is highlighted. What homework is what? Where's your homework? What have you done to it? What? Come on. Boys are going to tell you again. What do we do the homework? Highlighted. This is not, this is right here, love. Highlight, then put it in. What's in your binder? Highlight, and then put it to your binder. Leave a science book on the table for the next class. And make sure you have all of your things put together and you're ready to roll.